coming with me. What is going on, guys? Ultimate Deadpool here, back with a new video. I hope you guys had a happy new year. Thank God 2022 is over. Hopefully 2023 will be the better year out of the last, 6 that we've had that are crap. So hopefully 2023 is the better year. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with today's video. 2 of which you guys have already seen in the intro for this video. One of which you guys have seen in a post. But it's now finished. So without, like I said, let's just go ahead and jump right into things and start off with the brand new stuff. Alright, so for those of you who may not know who this is Johnny Five from the movie Short Circuit and Short Circuit 2. Both of which I believe came out around the mid-80s, early 90s. Very good movies. Well, at least the first one is. The second one's okay. But the first one's actually really, really good. For those of you who may not know it, it's basically a robot gets struck by lightning and it thinks it's alive, and then eventually is revealed that it is alive, sort of. It's a really funny movie. So for those of you who also may think, oh, that's just Chappie. Well, Chappie, Short Circuit did it first. So if anything, Chappie is a ripoff of Short Circuit. But anyway, this is not a my own custom creation type build. My dad actually got this for me for Christmas. It arrived late, and it also arrived without instructions. So we had to download the PDF file and print 35 pages of instructions to put this thing together. And it was definitely well worth it, even though it was a pain in the ass because like a good chunk of the pieces were missing. But that's okay. Now, this is not an official Lego build. This is, I think it's VIP bricks or something like that. So if I find it, I'll put a link in the description below if you guys want to try to pick it up. Fair warning, though, it does not come with instructions, so you do actually have to download the instructions or print them off. But Johnny Five has some really good posability. I like how his arms are able to pivot like this. You can also bend his forearms. And then even his hands and fingers and stuff can move just as well. His tank treads, I believe I built this side wrong. So it doesn't work as well, but you can see that the treads do work sometimes. And then he also has his little third rear wheel in the back. He can obviously pivot forward just like he does in the movie. His upper half can pivot, as well as his head can turn as well. You can turn these eyebrow pieces as well, because they're just on these like T pieces or something. So that's how I was able to give him the angry expression, just like he had in the movie in the intro of this video. And then I just added red studs over his eyes, because in the movie his eyes do glow red when he gets pissed, essentially. So really, really good quality detail, or at least quality and build. This is actually some of the sturdiest knockoff plastic I've ever seen. Sometimes the plastics that you get in knockoff sets or knockoff Lego, they don't hold or stick right. These actually feel really good quality, all things considered. Like I said, the only thing that's bad about this is it did not come with instructions, and the silver pieces for his eyes were missing. The silver pieces down here were missing, and there's actually a good chunk of pieces inside, I guess you could say, his abdominal area that were missing as well. But I rolled with it, worked with it as best as I could. Took some pieces off of some old sets to fix or finish Johnny Five, and I think it was well worth it because it does work fairly well. I mean, like I said, there are a handful of things that could be better, but overall for it, for what it is and whatnot, and it's falling apart as I'm saying all this crap, but for what it is, I think it's actually a really fun build. It's not that hard to put together. if you have all the pieces, but if you don't have all the pieces, it can be a nightmare trying to put together. It took me a lot longer to put this together than I thought. But overall, really good build. I really like the quality. I like how they, like I said, I like how that like all the movements are actual functions that he can do in the movie. So I think that's a really cool touch. So yeah, that's Johnny Five. That's my best Johnny Five impression. Not a very good one. But anyway, let me know what you guys think of this down below. If you guys want this, if I can find it, if I can find the link to this, it's actually on Amazon. If I can find it, I'll put it in the description. Otherwise, it's not there. Just know if you do get this, you're going to have to get the instructions through PDF. And it is a pain in the ass to get them to work. So, but I got it to work, so yay. Alright, next thing. Okay, so this was also in the intro for this video. This is just a, I guess you could say, Mark 1 of this idea. I am going to redo this entire thing out of much sturdier material, because this is just foam, like the insulation pink foam, which is fine, you know, it serves its purpose. But my problem with it is it's way too tall for a figure's scale. That is ridiculously tall for something like that. If it was just, you know, maybe here, okay, fine. And then the midsection comes off, that's fine. But this is way too clunky. And the overall shape of it doesn't match, because I tried spraying the foam with black Plastidip, and it did not work. But as you can tell, this is a sarcophagus for Michelangelo, aka the Mummy Universal Monster Ninja Turtle. Or Michelangelo as the Mummy. So before anybody says anything, yes, this was custom done by me. I have a app on my computer that's called Paint 3D, and it allows me to do crazy stuff like this. This is actually how I make all of my minifigures. Is just, I take an existing image, or in this case, I took a standard sarcophagus cartoon look and had Ninja Turtles essentially throw up all over it, and this is the end result. So, not too terrible. I think, I mean, it definitely looks like something Michelangelo would have on his coffin if he was a Egyptian mummy. But anyway, the lid comes off, and Michelangelo as the mummy fits perfectly inside. Just like you guys saw in the intro for this video. And like I said, this is just I guess you could say a first try at something like this. I will obviously make it much better, so that way when Michelangelo as the mummy does appear in any videos, if I want to include him in his sarcophagus, then I will be able to use that rather than this. Because this isn't bad for a rough, I guess you could say a rough draft or a prototype, but it definitely didn't work all that well. So anyway, that's pretty much it on this. Like I said, it was just something I wanted to try out, see what would happen, and this was the end result. Not too terrible, but definitely could be better. So on to the next thing. Alright, so you guys saw this in an earlier post that I did last week. Well, I guess you could say last year. This is Metalhead's armored truck. Now, I've been wanting to do something like this for a long time. Ever since Metalhead's popularity went skyrocketing, I've always wanted to do something like this, because to me, I can picture Metalhead like running through the city or whatever, or wherever he's at on foot and whatnot, but at the same time, he's a badass. So I mean, having him drive an armored truck just to me kind of fit his personality very well, since he is a tough guy, and armored trucks are very tough to get through if you get the right brand and, you know, the right armoring and whatnot. So that's kind of where this idea came from. It's something I've wanted to do for a long time, give Metalhead his own vehicle, because, you know, Metalhead as a character is, like I said, one of the toughest characters that I've ever created. And I wanted to kind of do put something together that kind of enhances that. And so what better way to do that than an armored truck? Now, this is actually a very simple build, as you can see. It's literally just a bunch of Technic pieces on the bottom with some Technic tires. At least I believe these are Technic. I could be wrong. Somebody let me know down below if these are Technic tires. The hubcaps will change because I'm tired of them swiveling around and then you see the studs on them swivel. So I may change that. The entire build is hammered black. And then the actual, I guess you could say, armored truck part is just 4 separate stickers. Even though it's all the same design, oddly enough. I took a image of an actual cartoon armored truck, and then swapped sides with it with this side, and then took the doors off and then swapped and enlarged it so that way it looked like this. I'm really happy with this build. I think it looks very similar to an actual armored truck, which is exactly what I was going for. Some of the features that this thing has is it has like little exhaust pipes on the bottom, which I think is hysterical. It's got a battering ram made of a jail cell door on it, some blue lights, turn signals, 4 headlights, and a grille. Blue windshield. I don't know why I did the blue windshield. I think it was because those are the only pieces I had. But to put Metalhead in, you just take the top off, and he can literally fit right inside. So then there's also a blue gun in there for some weird reason, but I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, there it is. There's a blue gun. So that's pretty much it with this. Like I said, I put this up as a poll, so for those of you who read the poll or saw the poll, this is your second time seeing this thing. It looked okay when I first put it together, but I prefer it to be in one color, or at least a cleaner color, and I'm very happy with the way this turned out. Anytime I put something together like this, it always ends up being multicolor because I don't have, hundreds of thousands of dollars that I can just go buy all the right colored pieces, so I ended up putting it together with what I have and then painting it over afterwards. Best example I can think of is this giant armored mech robot thing that I did a few months ago, a few weeks ago, whatever. It's literally built out of stuff I had lying around. So that's kind of where this started off as, and then I just cleaned it up from there by painting over every single piece. Obviously the whole truck was assembled, except for the wheels, and then the front end was all disassembled or taken out, but everything else was actually there when I sprayed it. So you can even see on the bottom, it's definitely spray painted. But I like it. It rolls really. The mobility of it's actually really good. So expect if Metalhead shows up in any videos, unless it's a live or an action figure video, expect this to show up somewhere in there. But otherwise, that's pretty much it. So real quick, since I have them here, so now I have 3 Ninja Turtle vehicles, 2 of which are evil bad guy turtles, one of which is obviously the main battle shell. I'm working on doing a 4th vehicle for the actual Ninja Turtles. I'm not going to say what it is unless I've already said it. No, I didn't say it. I did say it in a video, but the video never got uploaded. So I am working at doing another Ninja Turtle vehicle build for the 4 original Turtles. So look forward to seeing that in the future. And then, so at the moment we've got the Battle Shell, we've got the Cyber Turtle Party Wagon, or the Cyber Turtle Wagon, and then Metalhead's armored truck. So that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know down in the comments which one of these things was your favorite. Did you like Johnny 5? Did you like the sarcophagus? Or did you like Metalhead's truck better? I always love hearing you guys in the comment section below. And like I said, if you guys want to try to get something like Johnny 5, if I can find a link, it'll be in the description. Otherwise, it's not there because I couldn't find it. So That's pretty much it. Thank you guys again, and I'll catch you guys all later on Ultimate Deadpool. Happy New Year, happy 2023, and I will see you guys all next time. Bye.